Skully helmets. Oh, talk about one that I called it. It wasn't just me that called it, lots of us called it. I'm sure, hell, I don't think I probably really need to explain what Skully helmets were, because I'm sure all of you know, but I'll just quick mention. Basically, it was a helmet that had like full-on heads-up display, all kinds of rad technology and everything, that some of it seemed a little too good to be true. And then you started looking at kind of at the details of it. It did, for years they were talking about it, and it didn't actually exist. None of the tech actually existed, at least to their hands. So they were, you know, talking about this product they had and how revolutionary it was when it didn't actually exist. It's not a cop, is it? No, I think that's a busa. It was vaporware. This helmet was Half-Life 3 at best. It was never confirmed. You guys say, oh, well, Half-Life 3 is not confirmed. But neither is this helmet. It was just a concept they were talking about for, now this is for years, okay? It changes up a little bit. The story changes a little bit as time goes on. But they were taking full payment orders. Not just like a down payment. You could send them $1,500, and lots of people did. I don't even know if they were taking partial payment pre-orders. I know they were taking full payment pre-orders, and they were taking them years ago, before there was even, I don't even believe there was even a prototype helmet. So again, people were just paying for vaporware, and a lot of us were saying, well, man, can you tell us a little more about this helmet? Crash test ratings, Snell certification, ECE certification, DOT certification, anything. And there wasn't shit. These douches. I say these douches because they didn't even, I waved, they like looked right at me and waved back. That is douchey. Come up and like blow by me, like, oh, I got my DOT rated headband on. So yeah, they were taking people's money, and there was no helmet, and a lot of us were like, there's never gonna be a helmet. And even if there is a helmet, $1,500 for a helmet that's not DOT, not Snell, not ECE. I mean, I'm pretty sure it never reached those certifications. It may have gotten DOT, I'm not sure. But you could buy a lot better helmet. And they weren't releasing any kind of crash test, any kind of crash test ratings. So, I mean, this could be a helmet that was no better than a $70, you know, $70 not on sale generic helmet from Cycle Gear. It might not have even been as good as that. Everybody was just so excited about the technology in the helmet, the electronic technology, they didn't bother thinking about the safety technology. And that's a complete unknown. And they kept saying, we're going to production, we're going to production, we just went to production. I remember them saying we just went to production. They said that for a full year. And I kept posting going, if you've gone to production, you said you went to production 2 months ago. When are helmets shipping? And they'd be like, oh, we're going to start shipping pre-orders soon. And that went on for months. And then more recently, a few months ago, they were like, we are shipping pre-orders. And they said that they were shipping pre-orders. They were currently shipping pre-orders for 2 or 3 months. And I finally posted, I'm like, I'm calling bullshit on you ever having shipped a single helmet, because no one has reported receiving their helmet. So then time went on, and Chase on Two Wheels actually got his hands on one for a review. I don't believe anybody else did, but they might have. But I know Chase did. But then he did the review, and the helmet was like, I know a variant, Icon variants are a very popular helmet, but pretty much everybody that has one will tell you that it's heavy. It's a heavy helmet. The Skully made the variant seem like a lightweight carbon fiber special helmet. It was like strapping a couple bricks to your head. It was really heavy. And I think the problem is that you had a tech company making helmets. You didn't have a helmet company adding tech. You have that now. Shoei and Arai and those guys are all starting to develop their own versions of this same kind of helmet. But because it didn't come from riders, it didn't come from a company experienced in making helmets, it wasn't a very good helmet. So, you know, that happened, and I still wasn't seeing any reports of helmets getting into the hands of end users. And then, fast forward to the 21st of this month, about 7 days ago? With Skully telling people, oh yes, we're still building helmets and we're shipping them. That was on the 21st. And then I believe it was on the 25th, boom, drops the article. Skully has shuttered their business. They've closed their business, and apparently vendors are not being paid. And there's no word and no evidence that any of the pre-orders are going to be filled, and that for the people not getting their pre-order filled, that there will be any kind of a refund. Meaning that in all likelihood, pretty much everybody who sent them $1,500 stands a really good chance of just being out $1,500. Now, I have seen in discussion a couple people saying, yeah, I got my helmet. And that's good that some people are getting it, but I know a lot haven't and hadn't even received shipment notifications yet, and I hope those people get something. I really do, but I wouldn't hold my breath if I were them. And the thing is, the one guy was like, yeah, you know, I'm having some issues with it. And he's like, there's no one in contact. And we're like, yeah, you know, I hope you don't need warranty work. Even if you get the helmet and it's badass and it works great, I hope you don't ever need support, because it doesn't look like there's ever going to be any support. And if the tech part of it stops working, you can say, yeah, well, I'll still have a motorcycle helmet. The problem is, how good of a helmet do you have? Like I said, I don't think it's even DOT rated or Snell rated. And if it's not either of those, then it's maybe a $50 helmet. And without any crash rating and without any certifications, I'm not trusting my head to it, and I don't think you should either. That's all, you know, kind of a moot point now with them gone. But I would like to address the fact that a lot of people were jumping down the necks of myself and a lot of other people who were advocating exercising caution or waiting to send this company your money until they actually had helmets to send. Because a lot of people were like, oh, you guys are just haters. I was told that I was just jealous because I couldn't afford a $1,500 helmet, which is fucking ridiculous. I mean, I'm not shitting money, but if I decided I really wanted a $1,500 helmet, I could make it happen. I own 3 motorcycles. I did own 4 until I sold the VMAX. I don't know, it just really sucks for those people. And as much as well, I would say it pains me to do so, but honestly, maybe it's that I'm a prick, but I fucking love saying I told you so. Particularly when it comes to people that talked shit back at me when I tried to help them out by telling them not to send their money to Skully. So, if you're one of the people that talked shit to the people trying to talk some sense into you, and you're out $1,500 bucks, good. You deserve it. if you're one of the people that sent your $1,500 just genuinely hoping you were going to get a helmet and sat there patiently waiting, then I feel bad for you. I honestly do. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Shoot me a like, shoot me a subscribe. Let me know if you're one of the unfortunate people that got sucked into sending them your money. And if you did, have you heard anything on your helmet yet? I would love to hear from someone who actually got one. It does sound like some people got their helmet. Just not the majority of people. I gotta think they made more than 3 or 4 helmets. So I would think that an entire production run worth of people would have gotten their helmets. And I would hope that would be at least 20 or 50 helmets. I don't know how many pre-orders they could have possibly gotten for a complete unknown helmet for $1,500. But I guess we'll see. Alright, I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.